Alright guys, welcome back to our playthrough of Tomb Raider 1. This gloomy, oppressive level is called Atlantis. We've finally arrived at the Lost Island. Now in that last cutscene we saw that Natla took the Scion that she stole from us and used an ancient Atlantean device which seemed to have restored power to ancient machines and devices that had been defunct for a millennia. And right off the bat, we're in some combat. Now if we observe these walls, they look like living flesh, right? Ululating, pulsating, living walls. And there is this pervasive heartbeat that we can hear underneath the level. It's like Atlantis itself is alive. These cylindrical structures here with these almost like umbilical cords, think of them kind of like incubation tanks. So in the cutscene we saw the lights had turned on and the camera had focused on a very specific sort of incubation orb. So Natla is kind of using this machine to create monstrosities the way the third ruler of Atlantis had done ages before. So there is slightly some visual glitches in this level just because of, I'm assuming, either the HD textures or the engine we're in, but these walkways were a little bit less transparent. But that's alright, we can still work with it. So we can get out of this incubation room before any more of these beats come to life. You can see it's an enormous climb to the very top. Alright, so obviously the sunken Atlantis is quite deep in the Earth's core, which is why we've got lava all around Natla's mines in this level as well. We will just grab secret number 1, which is very cleverly hidden over here. Because we're going to need everything we've got to get through the perils of Atlantis. It's an interesting sort of subversion of expectation, isn't it? all the tales we're told of Atlantis is that it was highly civilized and had, you know, marvelous technology. And when we see it in this game, the way it actually is, it is industrial, kind of derelict, and horrendous in some ways. We spot another incubation orb. So a lot of the structures and materials in this level are supposed to be like some kind of translucent or transparent material. Maybe it's some kind of like ancient alloy that we don't, that doesn't exist in the modern world. Yeah, let's leave him. Okay, so we can see more of the pyramid structure in which we entered earlier in the level. Some familiar recessed places to climb. Let's start there. Alright, and we've come to secret number 2 just in here. Alright, so I've got another translucent door here, and a lever under the water. So we're not sure what exactly Natla is planning to do. Obviously her plan is contingent on creating more of these Atlantean monsters. We just have to stop her at all costs. So we can see tunnels of lava in the distance there. And as you can see with this level, they very rarely show you what switches, what effect switches have. Okay, so we can see that that switch has flooded the room with lava and pushed these structures to the side wall. Through fleshy corridors. This whole level really reminds me of something from, like, Hellraiser. Okay, so we can see here, there's some more transparent doors blocking the way. We're going to have to figure out how to open them using this room. And it's many, many levers. Pretty good so far. So obviously some levers cause some of these incubation pods to erupt. Excellent. All right, that's our way out. Let's keep moving. So you'd have to use a little bit of your imagination here, but like, imagine walking through these halls of just pulsating, writhing flesh. It would be disgusting. So this is an interesting room. We've got a boulder that comes and closes where we need to go seconds after getting there. We're gonna have to do something about that. Alright, so now if I run through this corridor, it will take us back to where we started, and we can flip the switch again, which will reset the puzzle. That's better. Okay, we're a little higher in the shaft now. Still a ways to go to get to Natla. So we've got some gnarly looking spikes there. The deeper we go into this level, more of the feeling of going into the belly of some giant organism or beast. It really is rather gnarly. These walkways, you can kind of think of them like tendrils or organs of Atlantis. Thank God there's all these Uzi clips scattered all across Atlantis, I'll tell you. Look, I'm just gonna cop these fireballs. Because I don't want to run back through the chattering teeth. This is one of those levels where those chattering teeth just sort of chatter into infinity, sadly. This room is like, always reminds me again of just like the lovely level design in Tomb Raider. So you can see we were down there, and as we climb higher, it's sort of like almost like a spiral or a cylindrical kind of climb. It's very clever. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. Gotta keep it together for a little longer. Looks like another platforming puzzle. Thankfully, whatever these structures are made of, maybe some kind of heretofore unknown Atlantean alloy that certainly don't melt in that temperature, we can use them to get across safely. Okay, so we can see that the lever changed the pillar configuration here, allowing us to reach the other exit. Ooh, more sinew up ahead. And a whole host of these creatures, alright. So this door here is actually secret number 3. There is an off-colored tile just at the bottom of that ramp. So if we walk back to this section here, you can see that there's a off-colored tile just there, and as you can guess by now, it's a pressure pad. It's just that the enemies distract you, so you can't really notice it too much. Lovely. Let's press on. Whoa. Lava incoming. Alright, we're just about there. Probably one more floor. And more chattering teeth, and we can see a boulder just beyond them. And let's not forget the darting arrows as well. Alright, so a little arrow may have clipped me, no big deal. Lara can take it. Okay. Another very symmetrical room with lots of sinewy, glistening flesh there. Let's begin. Okay, so we've got 2 switches. And 2 hatches there. And a wall that is far too tall for Lara to climb. Aha! Reminds you of Vilcabamba, doesn't it? So I could definitely see that there is a ramp. Let's check out what's beneath. Alright, it's a boulder. Probably for the other ramp had we dropped down that way. Alright, that's left us where that little opening was. Let's venture forth. There are many, many incubation pods here. We know what's about to happen. Oh. The centaurs are among the most dangerous of these Atlantean weapons. Are you seeing that? It looks like an Atlantean clone of Lara that does everything that she does. Including the damage she sustains if we attack her. There is a switch here, and here is the door to the exit, but we're going to have to deal with this doppelganger some other way. As we can see, she's mirroring our every move. That's better. It must have been an Atlantean ploy to stop Lara, but it's going to take more than that to stop our intrepid adventurer. We can't be far now from the balcony where we saw Natla use the Scion. Just a little further in. And here it is, the Scion hovering in this arcane device. We can see up here, it's that enormous incubation orb that Natla was trying to activate. Let's grab the Scion and get out of here before she can do any more damage. And that is the end of the Atlantis level. I will catch you guys in the next and final level of Tomb Raider 1.